Hey everyone, Josh here with a look at another Star Wars toy, and today we're going to unbox a 6-inch Black Series. This is Padme Amidala. So let's go cut this girl loose. Alright everyone, here we are with Padme Amidala from the Black Series line, and we're going to unbox this figure today. But before we get that far, let's spin the packaging around and take a look at it. And if you're familiar with the Black Series at all, you know most of them are numbered. And she is number 81 in the line. And then when you get to the back of the box, what you have here is a brief character description. And I'll go ahead and read that for you guys. Padme Amidala was a courageous, hopeful leader, serving as Queen and then Senator of Naboo, and was also handy with a blaster. Despite her ideals and all she did for the cause of peace, her secret forbidden marriage to Jedi Anakin Skywalker would prove to have dire consequences for the galaxy. And I'd say that's a pretty broad and accurate description of her role in the prequel movies. And so, of course, this is the outfit she wore in the latter half of Attack of the Clones. And we're going to go ahead and take her out of here. And I'm already kind of excited because what I'm seeing in here are... Oh, okay, so she has extra hands. Okay, very cool. A lot of accessories. You have one of the droid blasters, which she used in the movie. And then you have her little... Naboo blaster that she used as well. But let's go ahead and get her out of there. Okay, there we go. Popped her out of there. I'm going to go ahead and get these accessories out of here as well. Oop. Very cool. Okay, we're going to put those to the side for now and take a look at Padme. And very cool. This is a very nice looking figure. Yeah, I see it's a pretty good face sculpt. That looks a lot like her. Just in general, I would say that they're getting a lot better with the face sculpts on these Black Series figures. They look pretty good lately. That looks like Natalie Portman. It really does. It's pretty good. And then as you can see, she comes with a little shawl or cape. I don't think cape would be an accurate term. And it's flexible plastic. It has a bit of a texture to it, like a quilt or something. But looks like it should come off pretty easily. But it isn't. Having to fight this a little more than I expected to. Okay, there we go. She's got this big hair bun in the back, so it makes it a little bit difficult to get it off, but that is the little cape she has. And then if we take a look at her without the little robe on here, I'm trying to get her legs in position, line them up a little bit better. Very nice looking little figure. You can see the belt is loose on her. It's not molded to her, but I do not see a way to disconnect it. It feels like you could probably stretch it and pull it off of her, but I'm not going to do that. And then it appears you have a working holster here, and it looks like to me it's for the Naboo pistol that she carries. But real quick here, let's run through her articulation. And she has full rotation at the neck. A little bit up and down movement. And the reason you're restricted a little bit is because of that hair bun. You can see it kind of hits on the back of her neck. So you have limited back and forth articulation. And then going down to her arm, you should have full rotation up and down. And then at her elbow, you have up and down and rotation. Very nice. Same thing at her wrist. You should have a rotation and up and down. And then you have articulation on her torso, about in the middle of her body. Full rotation and goes backwards, but not forward so much. More back movement, less forward movement. Then no waist articulation or anything like that. Then going down to her legs, you have, okay, because the way they sculpted her lower half, you don't really have any forward and backwards movement with her leg. That's kind of weird. That's about it. You have side to side like that, and then you have a rotation on her upper leg here, and it's a little bit stiff. And then going down to her knee here, you have knee movement, and then forward and backward, and ankle forward and backward, and you should have a rotation as well at the ankle. She's got these big great boots on. Very cool. Now that is weird. Her leg doesn't really want to go forward and backwards all that much. It's just the way they have her lower body sculpted. It's a little bit different. Okay, so then let's take a look at her hand sculpts, and you can see they're a little bit different. So her right hand is more set up to hold a blaster with the trigger finger out, and then the other hand is just kind of an open fist. And so let's take a look here. Which one are we supposed to pop out? So then you have this extra hand of hers. So it's for grabbing the Droid blaster, and the reason that is it has a much larger handle, and I guess they didn't want to have her with this big pose on her grip right here. So looks like what you want to do, and man, I really... Okay, so they did put the articulation into the wrist on both hands, so you can see the little peg moves on her wrist. And I hate... I just don't like popping body parts out of these figures, so it just feels awkward. Let's go ahead and see if we can pop her wrist out here, and it is her right hand. And wow, it's a little bit being a little bit stubborn. It doesn't like I can't really get mine out. Okay, so I was able to pop it out. I had to pull it off camera so I could get a little bit better grip on it. It's a little bit difficult to pull out. I'm not gonna lie. It was a bit tricky. And what we're gonna do is insert the replacement hand, and again, it's just okay. So it feels a little bit looser than the original hand, but that is so we can fit the large droid blaster in her hand. And so just real quick, let's take a look at that particular item. And of course these are the blasters that the battle droids used. And of course, if you remember in the film, in the arena in Attack of the Clones, she used one of these. And then just real quick, we'll take a look at her Naboo blaster up close. And this sucker's little. There we go. So it's like a silver with a brown handle. And very interesting. So, okay, let's see how she interacts with this droid blaster. And wow, it still seems like the hand is just a little bit too small to fit that thing. Okay, she's got a grip on it, but you see what I'm talking about. The handle on this droid blaster is huge, so it doesn't really fit all that well. And they had in her little hand, so they had to put a extra hand in there. And so one of the problems I'm seeing with it is this blaster's so big and heavy. When you put the new hand in, it's a little bit looser. And this could just be my particular figure, but you can see it doesn't want to. There you go. It's standing up, but it's just loose, so it instantly falls down. So you're going to want to take her other hand and maybe support it a little bit. Let's see here. Okay. So you could do that, and that looks good. So she's holding it. She does have a pretty good grip on it, but again, she's got little hands, and that is a big handle on that blaster, so it is a little bit awkward. But again, I'll show you guys, once you put it out, with one hand, she's holding it, but once you wiggle it a little bit, my particular figure is falling over on me here. And let me see here if I press that hand in a little bit, if it stays a little better. But yeah, the hand, it's not coming out or anything. It's just her wrist, where you popped in the new hand, it's like loose. So, all right. So let's go ahead and see if we can swap these hands out again. And it's a little bit tight, a little bit tricky. And we're going to pop the new one in, and it feels much stiffer. It seems like the mold maybe on this wrist piece is a little bit smaller than the original hand, so it just feels floppy. And when I put the original hand back in, it's stiff again, and it holds its position. So let's see how she interacts with this little tiny Naboo blaster. And very cool. That looks good. She's got a good grip on it. That's what you want to see. And then I believe they had the holster that way. And, oh wow, okay. So, and then she can holster it right up. And it fits in the holster really well. Doesn't appear to, it's going to fall out on us. Very good, very good. All right. So let's go ahead and see. We can get this little shawl back on her here, her little cape. And yeah, it's just a little bit of a tight fit getting her head, and it's mostly because of this. She has this massive hair bun on the back here, so it is a little bit of a tight fit getting it on there, but it does go on. And it does fit on the figure very well. It's nice. It sits on there nice. It feels good. Oops. And we have her belt. I don't know. I'm glad when they put the belts on loose. I don't want to have the molded belt on there. I like having been able to move it and adjust it a little bit. And I'm going to put the blaster back in her hand. And I really like the way that looks in her hand. That looks good. Okay, so let's give her the final little test here and see how well she stands. And yeah, with this little cape that she has, it makes her feel a little bit back heavy, so she wants to lean backwards when you try to stand her. But she is standing. She wants to fall backwards a little bit here. So I'm having to lean her forward just a little bit. Okay. Come on, Padme. All right. There you go. She does stand. So again, you shouldn't have any problem standing a black figure. Some of them you might have to maneuver a little bit, but she is standing just fine. All right, everyone. There she is, number 81 in the Black Series collection. This is Padme Amidala from Attack of the Clones. And thanks for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys are enjoying the reviews. And if you like the channel and you like the reviews, please subscribe to the channel. We would love to have your support here. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.